Welcome back to the big show. Here we have the usual suspects, Aaron Everett and Sam Subar. We have a question from someone actually in Illinois. EE, if you want to take it away.
Yeah, Jake from Joliet, Illinois, he asks, hi, do all the airline transport pets internationally? And are some airlines better or safer than others? Do you have a preferred airline?
So as far as, thanks for that question again, but there's all kinds of categories of airlines, but two categories would be foreign, I guess, or US airlines. And I don't want to be critical, I want to be positive, but I think as a group, I can say that United States Airlines are useless. We rarely ever use United States, US Airlines to do any pet transports. We used to. But it's mostly European airlines, Lufthansa, KLM, for the most part, actually. United Airlines used to be the man. Basically, there are four criteria pet shippers use when determining whether an airline is useful, difficult. Safety is one thing, obviously, but we've never had any issues with safety. So if I line 10 of them up and said, which one's the most safe? Well, there's been no incidents. So you can't really rank them. So we're not going to look at that. We just, knock on wood, thank God they've all been safe for sure. We're really talking about convenience. And for us, because when it's convenient for us, then it's going to be convenient for the pet owner too. Because if we got to do a bunch of paperwork, jump through a bunch of hoops, and there's delays, and you can't get everything lined up, then it can delay the flight, and it can be stressful for everybody. The 5 criteria are having direct flights, airline having directly flying into their destination, the airline taking lots of breeds, airlines taking all sizes of crates. That's 3. And number 4 is fly safely in any weather. It's a big one. And then the 5th one is just number of destinations. United Airlines, at least in the beginning, our beginning, if I remember, hit all 5. They go directly because if it's a major city they're starting from, they'll go directly into a lot of these destinations because they're not going to go to another hub in another country. They're going to go once they leave the country, they go right into their destination. They took lots of breeds too. I remember that. I remember when they changed over and started restricting breeds. And they used to take all sizes of crates, and they definitely could always fly in safely in all weather. Remember, the question is what's going on between the cargo facility where they wait and are processed, and then the aircraft itself. And United had their own little division called PetSafe, and they had their own air-conditioned vans that had to get back and forth. And they're in like every city too. And so they were able to take pets in any weather because of that. And they also had tons of different destinations. They would go to lots of Asia, lots of Europe, maybe not Eastern Europe so much, and not maybe South Africa, but not really much of Africa, but South America. And that was very helpful. And what happened with them is, a lot of people know about this, is there are like 3 incidences. One incident where I think it's as luggage, people can check your dog as luggage, and they yanked a couple dogs back to, within a year of each other, like what happens to luggage. They got put on another flight and sent somewhere, and they came back safe and all that. But then the 3rd incident, which was not worse, is a little dog inside cabin. And some reason the flight attendant or somebody suggested they put the little dog up in the overhead, and the dog suffocated and died. And that was horrible publicity. United actually stopped doing just even cargo. That's not even cargo. It's nothing to do with us, but it's a live animal. And so I remember when they stopped for a month and regrouped and maybe had even more restrictions. And so that was horrible publicity, and they didn't really want to have anything to do with it. And because that's not their bread and butter, obviously. And then the COVID came in, and they just kind of snuck away. Like all the other airlines stopped transporting pets temporarily, and they kind of did the same, but they just never came back, and kind of hope no one noticed. They kind of snuck off. It was a perfect opportunity, and come back at all. So they don't ship at all.
AE Pets loves their cats and dogs.